Okay, good morning, Algebra. It's Thursday, May 21st, 2020. Today we're doing scatter plots and box plots again. All right, just get your notebook set up. Please listen to the whole video. It won't be long, but it helps to listen. Okay, all right, so you should be back. All right, so now you're going to match. So here's three correlation coefficients. What do they mean? They mean how close they are to a straight line, right? How close they are to a straight line, because we're doing linear ones. If we were doing quadratic, then it would be how close they are to a parabola. How close they are to a straight line. All right, a straight line is 1 or -1. That's a perfectly straight positive line. That's a perfectly straight negative line. All right, so now you look at this. Let's look at the first one. I want you to pause and see if you can match A, B, and C to these three graphs. Pause and do that now. Okay, you're back. So what you do is kind of just get yourself a line right in between them so you can see the average. It's like an average of what's happening through the points. Think about how close these points are to this one, okay? This one's going down, but make a line right through the center of them. Just kind of sketching it and doing with one hand here. And that one you could tell is also going down. That's about the middle. Okay. Now look how close they are. So you have to look at, this one's going up, so you have to think, is that positive or negative? These two are going down. So since this is going up, it's positive. This would have to be 0.91. So we're going to put B here, but I am going to still compare it to this one. All right, so now that's -0.42 and -0.95. This is the closest to a line. This is almost to -1. This one's further away. So which one's closer to the line? These points are clearly closer to the line, so that would be -0.95. So that would be C. This is a better correlation coefficient. This one is moderate, because once you hit -0.3, it's moderate, but it's chances are it would not be published in a magazine or anything if this was the statistics. All right, but that would be A. These are much further from the line. Now let's compare these. So even though that's positive and that's negative, look at the 0.91 and the 0.95. These should still be closer to a line than those, even though it's a negative line. You see how these points are closer? That's even stronger. That's closer to the 1 mark. I know it's -1, but let's pretend, just take the negative out of it. That's closer to the 1 mark than that one. These are a little more spaced out. This is closer to a negative line. This is actually the best correlation here. C, okay, because that's closest to a straight line. Okay, all right, so that's that one. All right, 2, Pam's grades and Tammy's grades. So I'm just going to give you grades for each of them. I'm going to give you 5 grades for each just to keep it easy. And 100. Okay, all right, so there's their grades. I want you to find the 5-point summary for both. So you can use your calculator. All right, clear, clear. Pause and do this problem. Okay, so you're back. We're going to stat. Anytime you want to enter a list, you're entering at edit. So you enter there. Clear that out. So you hit clear and arrow down. Let's just do one at a time. You can do one and then the other and compare them. It's just easier to do one at a time and get their information. Okay. So let's put in 72, 80, 92, 93, and 98. All right, there's my 5. So you can see the 6 here, but there's nothing there. So you know you have 5 pieces of data. That means how many pieces of data? Now we're going to get our 5-point summary. So we're going to go to Stat. We're going to go to Calc. 1 variable stats, because I have one list here. List 1 is correct. Calculate. Okay. A couple things. This one here, with the bar over, that is your mean. That's your average. That's your mean. So let's just put that in also. I'm going to put C. Find mean for both. Okay, so for Pam, X bar equals an 87. That's her average of her 5 grades. All right. Now let's get her 5-point summary. So we're going to scroll down. 5-point summary is the minimum, which is 72. Min is 72. Quartile 1 is 76. Q1 is 76. Median is also Q2. So Q2, which is the median, middle, is 92. Now we need Q3, quartile 3. That's a 95.5. And then we need our max. And the max is 98. 5-point summary. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you should have these 5 scores. Okay, now let's do Tammy. So I'm going to go back to stat, back to edit. I'm going to arrow up. I'm going to hit clear and arrow down. And now I'm going to put in Tammy's grades. So that's 68, 75, 81, 81, and 100. Okay, so we're going to do stat, calculate, one variable stats, list 1, yes, because I use list 1. Okay, look at her average is an 81. So go at the bottom here. Her average, that's your mean, is an 81. Okay, this is the mean. When you see that, that's the first thing you'll see up here. That's your mean. Okay, the minimum is 68. So I'm just going to scroll down for that 5-point summary here. Min is 68. Q1 is 71.5. Q2, which is the median, my median is 81. My Q3 is 90.5. And my max is 100. Okay, you need this for your homework today. You have to be able to know how to get these numbers, the 5-point summary, know how to get the mean, and also here is the IQR for each. Okay, so for Pam, the IQR for Pam, remember IQR is Q3 minus Q1. So I'm going to do Q3 for her is 95.5 minus Q1 for her is 76. So clear, 95.5 minus 76 equals 19.5. So equals 19.5, that's her IQR. Tammy's, so Q3 is 90.5. 90.5 minus her Q1 is 71.5. So 90.5, so 90.5 minus 71.5, and that gives you 19. Okay, so that's her IQR, and this is Pam's IQR. This is Pam's mean, and this is Tammy's mean. This is Pam's 5-point summary, and that's Tammy's 5-point summary. All right, make sure you do your homework. Have a great day.